Imagine this. Every day, millions of pounds of batteries are discarded, piles of waste that end up causing irreparable damage to our environment. But here's the twist. Those very batteries are packed with valuable metals that, if recycled, could power everything from electric vehicles to medical equipment. So, what happens when we throw these away, and what could we be missing? At Infinite Farming, we dive into the hidden truths about recycling, waste management, and the incredible value in what we throw away. Stick around, because what you're about to learn will change the way you think about recycling forever. Here's a mind-boggling fact. Every day, around 6.6 million pounds of batteries are discarded. That's right, millions of pounds of waste from discarded batteries end up in landfills. And it's not just the sheer weight that's the problem. The real issue lies in what happens when these batteries start to break down. We're talking about hazardous materials like lead, cadmium, and sulfuric acid that seep into the soil and water, causing long-term environmental damage. Batteries, particularly those used in electric vehicles and mobile devices, are made up of heavy metals that, if left unchecked, can pollute our ecosystems and poison local wildlife. The process of battery disposal, if not properly handled, leads to environmental degradation, and the impact of this could last for generations. But what if there was a way to avoid all of this? What if we could keep these harmful materials out of landfills and reclaim the valuable resources hidden within these discarded batteries? The solution is simpler than we think: recycling. By recovering the metals from batteries, we can dramatically reduce the environmental harm caused by their disposal. The shocking reality is that batteries aren't just waste, they're resources. The metals found inside them are extremely valuable, and recycling could change the course of how we power everything around us. Think about it. Lithium, cobalt, and nickel. These are metals we rely on for a variety of technologies, including electric vehicles, medical equipment, and even wind turbines. Lithium, for example, is a key component in electric vehicle batteries. In fact, lithium-ion batteries are the backbone of EV technology. If we could recycle lithium from old batteries, we could reduce our reliance on mining for new resources and significantly lower the environmental costs associated with extracting lithium from the earth. But that's not all. Cobalt, another valuable metal, is widely used in medical equipment such as X-ray machines and other diagnostic devices. It's also used in renewable energy technologies, making it a vital part of our efforts to combat climate change. Similarly, nickel is essential for producing the batteries that power everything from mobile phones to wind turbines. Here's the kicker. If we were to recycle just 1 ton of lithium batteries, we could recover 220 pounds of lithium, 44 pounds of cobalt, and 88 pounds of nickel. These materials aren't just sitting around waiting to be reused, they're part of the solution to creating cleaner, more sustainable technologies. And it all starts with recycling. So, how does this recycling process work? How do we go from discarded batteries to valuable resources? It all begins at the recycling facility, where batteries are collected, sorted, and carefully processed. First, the various types of batteries are separated. Everything from the batteries found in electric vehicles to the ones in your old mobile phone. Each type of battery requires a different approach in order to extract its valuable materials, which is why sorting is so important. Once sorted, the batteries are crushed into smaller pieces. This step allows for the easier extraction of valuable metals. Next comes the chemical and thermal processes, which use heat and chemicals to break down the materials inside the batteries and separate the metals. The goal is to recover as much of the valuable metals as possible and minimize waste. But what happens to all the recyclables you put on the curb every week? The ones that aren't batteries but plastics, metals, paper, and glass. Well, once your recyclables are collected, they don't just disappear. Over 76 million pounds of materials are sorted every year, with each material, plastic, glass, paper, metal, going through a separate process. Plastic, for instance, is sorted by type and often cleaned before being processed into new products. Glass is crushed and turned into new bottles, while metals like aluminum are melted down and used in new manufacturing. Paper is pulped and turned into new sheets of paper. All of this happens behind the scenes at recycling facilities, where technology ensures that materials are sorted and processed efficiently. This process plays a key role in protecting the environment. By recycling, we reduce pollution, conserve natural resources, and lower the need for new raw materials. Every item you recycle is a small part of the larger effort to create a circular economy, one where materials are reused rather than thrown away. Recycling doesn't just stop at reclaiming materials for future use. It also plays an important role in generating clean energy. Waste-to-energy systems are an essential part of reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. These systems work by converting non-recyclable waste into energy, powering homes and businesses with renewable resources. For instance, the 721AF excavator, used in many waste-to-energy facilities, plays a crucial role in transporting waste to energy plants. These plants then process the waste, converting it into electricity or heat. It's a system that's helping reduce our dependence on traditional energy sources while cleaning up the environment. The best part? These systems help divert waste from landfills, reducing the environmental impact of discarded materials and transforming them into something useful. Instead of rotting away in a landfill, your waste can be part of the solution to clean energy. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the technology that makes recycling more efficient. Machines like the SSI Dual Shear M60 Industrial Shear, which is capable of cutting through huge bundles of aluminum weighing up to 2,000 pounds, play a key role in the recycling process. By breaking down materials into smaller, more manageable pieces, these machines help increase the efficiency of the recycling process. Another heavy-duty machine is the VZ950 Titan Waste Shredder, which can process up to 2,246,123 pounds of waste each month. With its powerful engine, the VZ950 Titan can grind a variety of materials into smaller pieces, making it easier to separate valuable metals from waste. This reduces the size of the materials and ensures they're ready for further processing. These machines are just a glimpse into the cutting-edge technology driving the recycling industry. They allow for faster, more efficient recycling, helping to reduce waste and conserve resources. Let's shift gears and talk about glass recycling. Glass is one of the easiest materials to recycle, and it can be reused indefinitely without losing quality. However, many people still overlook glass when it comes to recycling. The recycling process for glass starts with crushing the bottles into smaller pieces, making them easier to handle. Specialized machines, like the GP Mini Glass Crusher, help with this process. The small glass pieces are then melted down and reused to create new bottles or other glass products. In remote areas, like islands or campsites, glass recycling is often done manually, but the process remains just as effective. By recycling glass, we help reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills, conserve natural resources, and reduce pollution. It's a small action that can have a big impact. Finally, let's talk about e-waste.
As we begin the busiest time of year for shopping and gift giving, you may be thinking about a new phone or laptop. This morning, Seth Doan asks, at what cost?
E-waste is one of the fastest growing waste streams in the world, and it's a problem that's only going to get worse as we continue to rely more on electronics. The problem with e-waste is that many of the materials used in electronics are toxic to the environment, and they're often not disposed of properly. The recycling process for e-waste begins with shredding. Big machines break down electronics like old phones, laptops, and TVs into smaller pieces. After shredding, materials like metals, plastics, and glass are separated and prepared for recycling. This process helps recover valuable materials, like copper and gold, and prevents harmful chemicals from leaching into the environment. E-waste recycling is more important than ever, and with the right technology, we can ensure that our electronics don't end up as hazardous waste in landfills. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Recycling is not just about cleaning up, it's about reclaiming valuable resources, reducing pollution, and protecting the environment. From batteries to aluminum, glass to e-waste, there's so much potential in the materials we throw away. The good news is, we're already on the path to a more sustainable future, but there's still so much more to do. If you want to be part of this change, start by recycling more, raising awareness, and encouraging others to do the same. It may seem like a small action, but it can make a huge difference. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about environmental protection, technology, and recycling, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Infinite Farming. Together, we can build a cleaner, greener future.